Hi YouTube, I'm Black Fox, and I'm coming to you from Frostbite Falls, Minnesota. And I guess I'm starting this channel as mainly a chance to just talk about how things are going up here in the far north woods. I am going to college here. I'm 19. And I just thought that this would be a great chance to kind of connect with people across the country and tell people what it's like to live in the northern Midwest if you don't already live there or if you don't live as far north as I do. I guess I'm going to call this video Hello World because I've never done something like this. I've never really used a camera, and I got this one for my birthday from my parents, so I thought this would be a fun way to use it, is to make a YouTube channel. If I could figure out how to upload it onto my computer, that would be even better. Yeah, I would love to hear your guys' stereotypes about Minnesotans, and I would love to talk about that. I know that there's probably a lot of them out there. For those of you on the west and east coast, yes, Minnesota does actually have electricity, and we do actually exist somewhat in the Midwest, even though we're not as loud, let's say. So that'll be kind of fun. I didn't mean any offense there. I'm just saying we exist and we're happy to talk. I am up here to go into nursing so far. Don't know if I'm gonna stick with that in truth, but we'll see. You never know till you try, right? Yeah, so if you would I would love it if you left comments and questions below. That would be great, so then I could have more to talk about and kind of get to know you guys, as well as getting to talk about my life. And maybe I can stop getting poked by fake leaves, but whatever, considering it's already snowed up here 3 times. That's another fun thing you'll learn about Minnesota, is that it snows a lot up here. And especially where I'm at, it snowed at the beginning of October, and it's November now, and it's already snowed like 2 or 3 more times. So I'm hoping for ski season. Definitely ski season. Yes. So excited about that. And if you guys are wondering why I keep looking out the window, it's because you guys are actually on the windowsill. But it is currently snowing, I think, out over the lake. So I don't know if you can see this. Give me a sec. But you see that kind of white haze out there? Yeah, the lake doesn't actually look like that. That's snow. So it looks like we're getting snow again. So that's great. It's not snowing over campus though, which is nice. Because, I don't know, it's cold, and a lot of people don't like the cold up here, even though they live in Frostbite Falls. Seriously. I mean, it's like, why do you live here if you don't like the cold? I don't get it. Oh well. So that's another thing I'll be talking about, is how different people up here react to the cold. So that'll be fun. Let's see, about myself. I love music. Music is like my soul. I listen to a whole bunch of different types. Pretty much pick it and I listen to it, except for rap. I'm not a big fan of rap, actually, mainly because I don't like the lyrics very much. I don't know, I mean, please, somebody show me a good rap song and I'll be happy to listen to, you know, it and the singer. I just don't really listen to it very much. I do love Fort Minor though. Fort Minor though is really good. They have a good rap song, well, sort of rap, called Remember the Name. That's a good song. I also listen to other stuff. I love Skillet. I love death metal, ironically. Cyclone 9, Metallica. I love Alien Vampires. I love all sorts of music, but I also love stuff like Taylor Swift, and I really do enjoy John Denver and Celtic Woman. I love Mozart. Mozart is amazing in my opinion. I just love Mozart. I also love Skillet, 3 Days Grace, 1,000 Foot Crutch, name it and I've probably listened to it, and I love all of them. Black Veil Brides, oh my god, I love Black Veil Brides. Black Veil Brides is amazing. They're like one of my heroes. They're so great. Right behind Steve Irwin, of course. And Jane Goodall. And Diane Fossey. The list goes on, as you can probably guess. So that's kind of music. I love books and reading. I love, 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 love a lot of series. I think The Hunger Games is really good, though I think the third book kind of went downhill a little bit, and the second book was like, but the first book was really good. Harry Potter, for all you Harry Potter fans, please talk to me. I love you guys. I love Harry Potter. Lord of the Rings, that's like my longest standing favorite book is Lord of the Rings, because Lord of the Rings is just amazing. I know you guys probably most of you have seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and the trilogy is really good in my opinion, but it's like the books just have something else. I mean, Tolkien was a brilliant writer, and he saw the world in a way that I think most people don't stop to think about. He was extremely expressive in his writings and details about, the scenery and what's going on around the characters. His only flaw, in my opinion, was that he didn't develop the characters. He was so into the history and kind of like the lore and just everything about that, he didn't focus that much on who his characters were. And that may not be a bad thing, but I think it's one thing that he could have improved upon. So, sorry, that was a little bit of a rant. If you ask me a question about books, I will talk for centuries about it. So, yeah. I love books. I love chess and board games. Who doesn't love board games? I love card games. Those are also fun. I play multiple instruments, violin, guitar, a little bit, though I kind of sound like a dying cat when I'm playing. Piano, I can play like 3 songs on. I can play the flute, not like the metal, flute. No, I can't do that. I can't do the band flute. I can do the Indian flute, which is kind of like a recorder, except it sounds so much prettier. You guys have probably heard it. Just look up Indian flute music. That's the kind of music I like to play on the flute. A lot of fun stories from that, like when I managed to accidentally call down a thunderstorm on my sister and I when we were hiking up and down the tallest point in South Dakota, which is Harney's Peak. And I brought my flute to the top thinking, oh, this will be a cool chance, bring history back, Plenty Coup, another book you should read. The sacred stuff. So I brought it up there, and literally 2 minutes after I stopped playing, which I couldn't really do because there was like a 50-mile-an-hour wind, we got a thunderstorm. And we were on the highest part of the Badlands. So we were literally running down the mountain with lightning like hitting the hills around us, and my sister's like, what did you do? Why did you call down the storm? And I'm listening and going, I'm sorry. So that's a fun story. If you guys have ever been to the Badlands is amazing. I don't know what my thing is doing. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. Sorry, my thing was falling asleep. Apparently I'm talking too long. So that was a fun event in the Badlands. I love the Badlands. I love South Dakota. South Dakota is amazing, in my opinion. Anybody from South Dakota, please comment, message me, or, on the comments. I don't know how that really works. I guess I'll be figuring that out pretty quickly. So up here we have a lot of interesting events that happen. The animals up here are literally not afraid of humans. It's the first place where I've actually seen this. It's like literally, they are not afraid of humans. Like, you'll be walking to class or whatever, and you'll have a squirrel run within like 2 feet of you, and they have no problem with that. They're just like, oh, a human, whatever, I'm just gonna run right next to you. And you're like, what? What just happened? I'm not originally from Frostbite Falls, so this place is as much of an enigma to me as it is to you guys. And so it's kind of a learning experience, I think, for both of us, or all of us, or whoever is watching this. So I'm originally from the cities, but I grew up in the backwoods. So, well, not actually, but I spent a lot of time in the backwoods. So I love it up here. It definitely is snowing outside. Just over the lake, though, which is kind of weird. I don't know. I have friends in the cities and in Duluth, so if you're watching this, hi guys. You guys know who you are, and I don't want to use your actual names, but Pod One Lunch Summit. If you're watching this, I miss you guys. You guys are amazing, and I hope you are all doing well and have not died, which would be sad. Or at least I hope not, because I've talked to several of you in the last few days. So hopefully you haven't died since the last time I talked to you. Love you guys. If I could do the heart thing, I would, sort of. There we go. See? I didn't fail at that. Yay! Yeah. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. Sorry. The animals up here are literally not afraid of people. I was sitting out by the lake, and I was sitting on a rock, just minding my own business, staring at a bunch of loons that were flowing past. Rocky was up in the trees, chilling, doing whatever flying squirrels in flying helmets do. I don't know. But this chipmunk comes running up to me, and I drink coffee like a nut, right? I'm a coffee addict, to say the least. And it knocks over my coffee cup, starts trying to get inside of it. It was a to-go cup, obviously. Couldn't find anything, so it climbs up on the rock and stands on me, just looking at me like, human, what are you doing? You don't have food. And I'm just like, okay, because this little chipmunk is standing on my leg, and I'm like, is this thing gonna bite me, or is it just kind of here for the ride? So it then proceeded to stand there and then run around me and then run away again. And it was just so adorable. I mean, this little chipmunk, this long, 4 or 5 inches long. And it was like a little baby one. It was so adorable. So, yeah, that's a fun story from up here. I now realize that I've been talking for the last 12 minutes. So I guess that's my cue to sign off on Black Fox. And hopefully I'll be able to drag one of my friends from the dorms, or maybe I'll be able to get C4 on here. C4 is one of my really close friends from back in the cities, and he's crazier than I am, but he's amazing. So hopefully I'll be able to get on him on here eventually. And meanwhile, I'll try to get some of the girls from my dorm. That should be kind of fun. So they can tell you about the Northwoods. So if you have any questions or comments, stereotypes you'd like me to talk about or act out, I would be glad to hear about them. So yeah, see you later, YouTubers. This is Black Fox from News from Frostbite, Minnesota, coming to you. So see you guys next time.